The new show that you're on, WeTV's Extreme Love. Can you tell me a little bit about why you decided to go on that journey with WeTV? What made you attracted to that project?
Well, I didn't realize that the direction I was taking was going to be so outrageous in the world. When I got divorced, I started going out with men around my age. I was 50 or so, and I went out with a 55-year-old, whatever. And then one day, I was walking to the bedroom, because yes, I do it on the first date. I was walking towards the bedroom, and I looked to the right, and I see a room with hockey sticks and sneakers. It's his son's room, and I'm moving into that room. So I realized, when I was on the Dr. Phil show recently, because he is a therapist, I started to think about what really made me. And I realized that by sleeping with young men, I'm starting my life over, because my husband was a young man. And so we had wonderful sex, and now I'm repeating the pattern, but not with my former husband or anyone near his age. Sorry. There's only a limited number of young men who really want older women. They know that. And by my being this vocal, they, so to speak, come out of the closet. And they're very grateful, because they're not seen as freaks. We don't know why someone's attracted to someone else. Sometimes I joke, there was a guy, one guy said, "Hattie, you're too old for me." I said, "Oh, really? You're 3 centuries 25. I'm only 1 century 80. You know, you're much older than I am." So we don't know. And follow your heart. Have integrity. I never had an affair. I never cheated. I never messed with a married man. Did everything else. No.
Well, that's impressive.
Yes, it is. And that integrity holds me solid. I don't specifically have a type. I have types that I don't want, anyone who's sloppily dressed or, you know, whatever. But I don't know. I have never met a man who wasn't attracted to a sexual woman. But women and me, I have to have that feeling that I can't keep my hands off him, or my mouth, so to speak. I have to have that feeling. If I don't have it right away, it's a no, right away.
Okay, so it's that chemistry that you're looking
Well,
for.
I guess that's the word that's used for it, but it's like
Great.
animal magnetism.
Animal magnetism. What is the absolute best date that you've ever been on?
Actually, it was someone who was following me for years on Facebook, but lived in another state. So he was following me, and then when he came to New York, he pledged that he would see me. Well, this guy was a virtuoso of orgasms. And so I figured, well, if he likes him that much, I'll be very generous. And that was absolutely astonishing, because it was like, give me more, or more, or more, or more. And there are the young men, by the way, want to please a woman before they please themselves. Older men, they can't, because if they wear a condom or you delay, they may go soft. So they're not so ready to hold out and pleasure the woman. But it doesn't matter. If a couple love each other, then whatever they do is making love. That's just fine. I can't expect everyone to be an orgasm machine.
But hey, you got one, and that sounds like a great night.
2 nights.
There you go. So then, what about any really bad dates? What's a sign that a date is just not going to end well for you?
Smell.
Okay. Bad smell.
Bad smell.
Sloppily dressed. You don't like
Well,
that.
he was well dressed
Okay.
until his clothing came off, and then he smelled. But since his clothing was off, I washed him.
Him or the clothing?
No, not the clothing. Like, call the dry cleaner. Another Hattie's got another date that smells. No, but he was from England, and he was quite charming, and he was an artist, and as we spoke, it was very, very interesting, and he kissed well. But, you know, the acid test, so to speak, is what happens, how they take care of themselves. And he did not.
Well, that's important to know.
Yes.
So you are obviously very refreshingly honest and open about your sexuality. So what message do you have to people, no matter what age, young or old, who maybe are struggling with just exploring any aspect of their sexuality? What's some advice you have for them?
One of the things I say, and it's like a joke, Mel Brooks said, if God wanted the penis to think, he'd have put a skull on it. So one of the things I say about a woman, the penis does not think. It is not checking your cellulite. It is not looking at the size of your tits. It is not. All that penis wants to do is get hard and get inside you. Now, if you're self-conscious about your body, you're going to be self-conscious about sharing your body with someone. But if you feel great about your body, you want to share it and you want it to be appreciated and pleasured. So I really think that most women have to stop being critical. We're all so critical. When you're younger, it's your thighs, or these aren't big enough, or this and what. You really have to stop that, because the man does not want to get a resume of what's wrong with you. That's it.
Great advice.
Yep.
I will take that to heart.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
You take it to Dick, my dear.
So, if you were counting, can you estimate how many?
I will not do that.
No?
No.
None of that?
All I do is occasionally I'll be walking down the street and someone will say, Hattie, that's you. I say, yeah. With whom have I had the pleasure? You know, I don't know. I really don't.
Fair enough. So what is the most shocking thing someone has said to you on a date about your age?
The most shocking thing was when a guy said to me, can I call you mommy? I said, if you did, I'm out of here.
That is shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most shocking thing. And then, if you are appreciative of them, knowing that they are going to provide pleasure for you and give you the opportunity to pleasure them. If they sense that about you, they're not going to insult you. Why would they? They could leave. The worst thing that happened was I tried an older man once.
How'd that go?
Left. Very sad, because he was a fine person, and I said to myself, Hattie, wouldn't it be lovely if you had a cultured, interesting, wealthy man, and you travel around the world with this person? And he was good looking, he wore linens, European man. No, it wasn't a match. Now, by the way, I have no criticism about an older man with younger women at all. I don't think they're leches, and I don't think we are cougars in the way. No. But there are people, older woman, younger man, that match, and it's superb. And there are older men with younger women, and they're not arm candy. They're not doing it for the money or whatever. Some might. Some guys may be doing it for the money, by the way. That's called a gigolo, not money. You know how I know when they're a gigolo? How? First of all, they say they're going to do everything for me. Oh, you know, who could say no to that? And then when they're leaving, if they're not, they'll say, how do I get home? Happened twice.
And what's your answer?
With the same subway card you took here.
Good answer.
It's the right one, because on some level, it's their style to hint that Hattie has a limo, or she'll call a limo service. I don't even call Lyft with a discount.
So do you ever see yourself settling down with one person, or are you content to just be Hattie and keep doing you?
I wouldn't call it settling down. Would I desire one person? Absolutely. In fact, every single time that I would sleep with someone or go out with someone, in my fantasy, I would want that person to react in the way my husband did. We went to bed and then we decided to get married, but that was centuries ago. So I've, so to speak, not settled down. I've settled for one-night stands or one-night lays, but still in my heart, I would like to meet the person who is my person and I'm his person. That's what I pray for.
So when you are getting ready for a date, you've been on a lot of them. So do you have a routine?
Honey, I'm always ready for a date. You get it? All of life is foreplay. Got it? I'm always clean. I always have wonderful underwear. I always have camera ready or sex ready. That's who I am, always. So it's not that I have to do something special or different, because then I wouldn't be as much me. It's taken me all this time to be me. Takes a long time.
So right now, a guy could come up and ask you out on a date?
Absolutely.
You'd be ready to go?
Yes.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any go-to flirting moves when you're on a date? Do you have anything
A move?
specific?
Taking off my bra? A move?
I love that.
I might want to brush my teeth if we had dinner, but no, there's camera ready.
Camera ready. Always.
Sex ready, yes.
Sex ready.
Now, I don't want to speak to other women with the opinion that they should be the same. Different people have different sex drives. I once said on an interview, I loved sex before I knew it was sex. As a child, I was having orgasms. That was way before I had hormones or anything. It was just that feeling in the body. Well, I was a dancer, so the whole movement of the body and the life of the body has always been very important to me. But if a woman doesn't want to have sex, fine. If she's not into it, fine. But don't resent me. I'm not competing with you.
You're just doing Hattie.
I'm just doing Hattie. Being Hattie.
Being Hattie.
I want young people to see the negative image of aging, like walkers, wheelchairs, Alzheimer's, nursing homes, hospice care. I want them to look at that and say, that was a generation before. That's not something that's going to happen to me. And so when you make that pledge, which is what I made when I was young, things come to you. You get teachers, you get techniques, you get all sorts of things, because you are destined not to have that happen. And the universe is very kind in that domain. If you are determined, you get the information. And the other thing is, no surgery, no plastic surgery. No, because it's how you touch and perceive your body. It will feel that you're grateful to it. When I was on the Howard Stern show, I took my top off. He said, "You're going to take your top off?" I said, "Yes, we've been practicing. We're on TV." And when I went off, I said, "The best thing about you girls is that I nursed 2 children, and there are 2 of you." So it's kind of, the sexuality, of course, is erotic and all sorts of things like that, sex toys and whatever, pornography, whatever. But underneath it all, it is a deep, extraordinary surrender and nakedness of body and spirit that you share with another human being. To me, that's as precious as it gets.
I agree with that.
Good.
Definitely.
Good.
So now, if you don't mind, I would love to play a little game with you. I know you're not on Tinder anymore.
No.
So we made a little makeshift Tinder for you.
Okay.
And you were talking a little bit about that animal magnetism that attracts you to people.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you some photos of some of our favorite celebrities. And you tell me if, yes, you feel that animal magnetism, or maybe not so much.
Okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, Michael B. Jordan.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Too distracted by his abdominals.
Ted Danson.
Yeah, quite fine. He's got a good mouth.
We love a good mouth.
Yes.
Very important.
Very important.
Zac Efron.
Nothing.
Nothing. Timothy Chalamet.
Nothing.
Nothing. John Cho.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Our final contestant for you is Jason Momoa.
With no way.
No way.
No way.
Just from first glance. Right, you were saying that.
No.
All right.